Hey there, collective. So we are in the home stretch for 2026, huh? I hope you all had a very lovely Christmas. And hopefully you'll be able to take some time before the new year starts. If not, and you are right back there at work, I understand. And I hope you make it through. So, I have no reading today. I have no oracle cards to go off of. I just wanted to say hi again. I feel like I've been gone forever. I know that it's been a few days. And I will tell you that initially I thought that this channel will just be like one thing, which is tarot, little spirituality mixed in with just my life knowledge, right? Because just to offer a different perspective coming from someone else that not just that in hopes that you would like listen to or follow, but really that you just gain another perspective and mold whatever you want for yourself if it helps for you to hear someone else's perspective and kind of maybe take a few tidbits and see how it applies, or if not, just to listen to me. But I see now that if my intent is to provide a service, which is kind of what this is, I want to give back, like just what I've learned, because I know that along the way I have sought out mentors and just people who are like-minded and to see how they've lived. And if I can offer you anything from anything that I say, then I'm happy to do so. But I think it's kind of, it's wider than that. It's getting bigger than that for me in the sense of what I want to share, right? And part of that, I think, is to share when I am just human like you. We tend to kind of look at people sometimes, especially when they're on here, and think that they just know all. And I hope that no one thinks that. I definitely don't know all. I think that my life experience can provide some kind of knowledge and can help people, but I don't know everything. And I also don't live in fantasy. I am a truth teller, and part of being a truth teller is not just telling the truth about certain situations, but also myself. I am not perfect. I had a person tell me once, just don't ruin the fantasy. But here's the problem. No one can live in fantasy like all of the time. There is a reality that needs to be paid attention to. And I think that some of the spirituality, even though it seems weird, right? I mean, spirituality is listening to your intuition and believing that what you see is just not it, right? And even if you believe in God and not spirituality, it's still believing that what you see is not just it. There is a higher power. There is a reason, right? And so I don't know where I was going with this. You can see that this is completely off the cuff for me, but with me, I think just to sometimes check in with you and say, hey, you haven't heard from me in a while. Not because I'm like off living like this fantasy life or I'm on the beach somewhere, but because, I am living life and navigating it just like the rest of you. And what I didn't want to do was come on and not be able to block my feelings or what I'm going through with your message, because I owe you more than that. And so my whole intent has been to get myself a little bit more centered so I can still come to you and give something. In my very first message, I said, I've been called. I still do believe that. And I've just been struggling partially with that these past few days. So that is my truth. And here's the thing. We're all on this continuum of time. And I know that if I am trying to grow within self and trying to learn within self and trying to get myself somewhere, then I know that there are some of you who are also trying to do the same. Also, excuse me, I sound raspy because you come in contact with a lot of people, and I might have caught in a little bit of something. But yeah. I hope this message reaches you well, collective, and I have thought about you while I have been away, and I'm excited for what's to come. I still am. I will tell you this. If you haven't gone and run in the rain, I highly suggest it. Today, I did not think today would be the day that I would actually come back on here. And I realized something. I realized like this real truth for me. And it kind of broke down a couple walls that I have built for myself. And I was motivated to get out and do something that I love to do. And the weather out here right now, it's off and on rain. And I looked, so I knew that in about like less than half an hour, it's going to start raining. And I went anyway. It takes me like about, 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what I do, to run around this lake that I run around. And for some it's a run. And for me, it's a run. For some, it's a very fast walk. I call it my walk jog. And so that's what I do. But I'm not going to take it away from the fact that, I'm still going fast. Well, honestly, I don't know. Even when I walk fast, I think I do it. I don't know. Let's just say that, like, I do it, right? So I'm out there, about like 25 minutes go by, and there's the rain. And I had on the hoodie, right? I was going to take it off initially because I was getting warm, but perfect. I had on my hoodie. I just needed to cover my headphones. And I tightened my sweatshirt and I just kept going. And I have to say that that's probably part of the reason why I'm talking to you today. Just keep going. And then, as I tighten up my hoodie and I'm still going and I'm still pacing myself and I'm still breathing well, and I'm still listening to my music, it felt really good. So here's the problem. When you're not doing something and you need to be active in order to feel better, sometimes you just don't do it, right? But I have been working out more just due to the fact that it really does make you feel better. It's hard to start. It is so hard to actually get to the door of the gym. But once you cross that threshold, what are you going to do? Go right back home? No, you're going to go in there. And once you're in there, are you really going to waste the energy and the effort that it took you to get there to only half-ass it? No, you're going to put in the work, right? And so I'm putting in the work there, right? I'm listening to myself, and I understand that what I need to make me feel better is the hardest to do, is the hardest to start. And you could find that in any facet of your life. So take it as it resonates with you. But once you do it, once you get there, once you get to where you need to start, once you're there at that line of crossing over, once you cross over, it gets easier. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy all the time. I'm not going to say you don't ebb and flow. I am going to say, though, that if you can find something that sparks you to move and do something that is the best for yourself, to have you get to where you need to be mentally in order to still be successful for whatever that means for you, I encourage you to just try your damnedest to go for it. And that's like the hardest thing. It doesn't matter that if you know, if I do A, I will be so happy and the outcome will be amazing. Because getting to A is like the hardest part. Getting past whatever mental fog is going on, to understand that you live in right now, even in the in-between, your best life. You have been able to leave. Just that. You have been able to set a boundary for yourself and for those around you and stay in it. And know that you will stay in it. Because you really don't have a choice. It's not about looking backwards anymore. And then whatever you've seen and, as you looked back, I don't know for you, but sometimes we tend to look at it with a little bit of limerence and a little bit of just maybe a little bit more of what it wasn't than what it was. And you fantasize and you romanticize the things that happen, and there may have been good things. But, sometimes good things come to the end, and sometimes good things aren't always the best for you, especially if you recognize things in yourself that need to change. So, as the rain starts pouring more, I'm back. I had a break. I'm a real person just like you. The one thing that I do have for myself is that you can't keep me down long. I come back. And 9 times out of 10, I come back stronger and better. And I think for myself, I will put it out there that 2026 is probably going to be a monumental time in my life. And I welcome it with open arms. I hope that you can look on this upcoming year the same and actually put in the work so you can get the outcome that you desire. I will talk to you later, Collective.